Hello friends, in today's video, kind of a music discussion video, I'm going to be talking about, well, first things first, I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite bands, one of my favorite genres, technical death metal. This is Death Symbolic, one of my favorite albums of all time. This is my version of it on vinyl. I'm also wearing the shirt. What can I say? They might be the best band of all time, but maybe not. They're up there. There's definitely some contenders for me, but Death is just, they made a collection, maybe like 4 near perfect albums, and some of, the best, just the best metal albums ever made. Just all around incredible guitar playing and vocals and atmosphere. It's just everything you want from good metal. Unfortunately, the vocalist passed away, I think in the late 90s, which is, terrible. But they went out with a bang on Sound of Perseverance. Here's my other vinyl of it. This is Symbolic is my favorite, but this record is also just so spectacular. What a finale. Like, a lot of bands just fizzle out and die, but Death ended with perhaps their greatest work, and that is a feat, I think. This is also a fantastic record, pretty much perfect in my eyes. Yeah, these are just, if you haven't listened to this record, please listen to this record. It is so good. I can't even believe that I own this on vinyl. I was looking for it for a long time, and I just found it one day, and I had to buy it. It's just great. Anyways, just wanted to talk about Death because they are so good. It's very rare that any band has like 4 perfect albums, but they pretty much have 4 perfect albums. I don't love their earlier stuff, but yeah, their later stuff is top notch. If there's any bands that really rival Death for me in terms of greatness, it would be Fugazi or maybe Boris. Boris has a lot of really good stuff. Drone Evil, Flood, Heavy Rocks, the Orange Album. So I really do love Boris, but I don't think anything comes close to Death for me. And really, the main topic of this video is just the genre. Death is the king of technical death metal, but there are still a lot of other tech death albums out there that are so fantastic. It is just such an enjoyable genre. These incredible solos and the song structures in general, just with death metal, I feel like a lot of the time it can be a little bit redundant, a little bit repetitive and boring sometimes. I like a lot of death metal that's not tech death, but if you think that about death metal, if you think that it's kind of repetitive and boring, I encourage you to try out technical death metal because it will knock your socks off. To suggest just a few other tech death albums that I love, I really like Dark Tranquillity, The Gallery. It's a great one. I talked about this in a previous video, but Anana's Converging Ages is really good. I listened to that recently, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely more in the progressive kind of and melodic death metal areas, but it has some tech death moments that are fantastic. Another one, a kind of obscure one I listened to recently that is really good, just has a lot of really interesting elements in it, is Stigmatized, Campos Carmesi, if I'm pronouncing that right. It's highly encourage it. It doesn't have a lot of attention, but it is also a fantastic record. And Nocturnus the Key, I really listen to that because it has such a sick album cover, but that one for sure. And I've dabbled in a little bit of Atheist, specifically Piece of Time is a good record. So those are sort of my tech death suggestions for you. If anything, I want this video to be getting people into technical death metal because it's just a great genre. I highly encourage you to give it a try. The other reason I'm making this video is because Boards of Canada are back, which is just crazy. I've really been feeling recently like we've had kind of a music drought. I know not everyone's going to agree with me there, but the past few years have been kind of lackluster for me. Like, every year it just doesn't feel like there's anything coming out that's all that captivating to me, really. I mean, I could go through and list a few albums in the past few years that have been cool, but in general, I haven't had a lot to like really look forward to and really get excited about like anything. I don't, like, if you feel the same way, please let me know, because that's just how I've been feeling. But finally having like Boards of Canada, Inferno coming out, I think next month, which is spectacular. I mean, that's just, I'm really excited. I love Boards of Canada. I'm sure their new material is going to be really good, because they released a little snippet, a little teaser track, I guess, and it sounds like they're back to their old vibe. They haven't changed at all, and that's it. We need Boards of Canada in these trying times. Maybe this is the beginning of more exciting music coming out, but yeah, I've just generally felt lately like there's just not a lot. It's just not a lot going on. I just haven't vibed with a lot of the sort of big records that have come out. Honestly, the last one I can remember that I was really kind of into was like, I liked Magdalena Bay album, you know, that last one, Imaginal Disc. That was it's a good record. I wasn't like crazy about it, but it's a really, really solid record. And I liked what A.G. Cook has been doing in general, but he's kind of not been making music for a bit since Britpop. But there is some good electronic music coming out. I'll say that, but still, it's not anything crazy. But now, I mean, we really have some good electronic music coming out. So, anyways, that's really all I wanted to go into in this video. I'll see you in the next one.